I mean, engagement is key. Don't be afraid to ask questions, within the posts as well, because you want to get people commenting.
Football, sliced and diced with Sedgemoor FM and Apex Soccer Group.
Welcome to Slice and Dice, a podcast where we have open and honest conversation about grassroots football. Whether you're a club official, a player or a fan, we've got something for you. So why not tune in, subscribe and join our ever-growing football community.
Justin, from your experience, what mistakes do grassroots football clubs make when it comes to social media?
So something I've noticed with a lot of them is that actually they'll have to separate the age groups. But to me, that doesn't make any sense. But why would you do that? You're separating your overall reach. You've got a brand, your football club. Why would you separate your age groups? That doesn't make any sense to me. So I would pick the one that's got the most followers and then just amalgamate them all.
And do you think that ultimately comes down to volunteers and time, that they're trying to sort of separate the roles to 12 people that are happy to do it for that age group, rather than that one person that does it for it all?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it does definitely come down to that sort of thing, but you can add multiple admins to individual pages, isn't it? So the person who's in charge of the main page could just add all those people to that page.
So you could still have a under 9s social media person just doing under 9s, but putting that content straight on.
It's just about whether, your branding really. If you've got a solid brand for the under 9s, for example, then as soon as people see that branding, they know that it's about the under 9s. Maybe you've got a slightly different colour scheme for, you've got an overall branding colour, but maybe you have a different tone for the main colour. That's how I would separate them, because then people scrolling through the feed, if they saw, I'm going to use Chelsea now as an example, if they had Chelsea blue as the main men's team and then they had a darker blue for the ladies or for the under 9s or whichever really.
So when it comes to clubs, and obviously other football clubs do exist, better ones as well, but that's a matter of comment. So when it comes to a football club, grassroots or whatever, is it more important to have good content or regular content?
Everyone's got a phone these days, okay?
Yeah.
And most of the phones these days they've got outstanding cameras. What I would probably stay away from is trying to zoom in too much with those sorts of things, unless you've got a professional with a proper camera coming along to support.
Such as yourself.
Such as myself. But I understand that most grassroots don't have the budgets to have somebody professional turn up. So a lot of them do have volunteers, which I do know, which is wonderful, brilliant, and utilise those people as much as possible.
So obviously doing what you do all day, every day, you're creating content for some amazing companies and organisations and products. You look at what you do and you look at your average grassroots football club, and I think we've had this conversation before. You got a body of text with a still photo, a body of text with a moving image, a body of text with a full video. There's obviously a scale to what's going to achieve the best results, but obviously if someone's not confident in doing a post-match interview or a lot of around safeguarding, filming the children and so on and so forth, where's that happy medium for them to sort of pitch themselves?
I mean, that's a good one. It's a good question, because
so you look at a lot of.
I'd say video is it gets more interactions really from a lot of those things. So if they were reels on Facebook or Instagram, then that would probably be, even if it was, as you said, just sort of a panning shot of the match, at any point during the match, or if somebody has filmed one of the amazing goals that has happened, then stick that up by all means.
Try and
get a WhatsApp group of everyone that was there, they probably already exist, and just get those videos and photos sent through from everybody.
So that regular content, regardless of its quality to some extent, is going to help the club's profile grow and its audience grow, which obviously we know, bigger audience, greater sort of potential for commercial investment and so on and so forth. that's sort of where we're leading, and whether that's for your under sevens or your women's or men's first team, that's the primary purpose of that football club.
I mean, engagement is key. Don't be afraid to ask questions, within the posts as well, because you want to get people commenting. Another thing would be to also really do lean into the text, the content that you're writing, because Google and other search engines now index social media, which they didn't used to, but now they do. So if you're searching for a brand, you'll start noticing that actually those brands will start coming up with links to Facebook or TikTok or Instagram.
So from a sponsor point of view, if you are adding that in,
definitely add sponsors, because those brands are the ones that they're paying for maybe your kit, for example, but also those brands are probably going to be bigger than the football club. So, or they're getting a different reach as well. So you're combining the reach of your football club with the reach of the brand.
So from your experience, because you are experienced, this, like you said, this is what you do all day, every day. You've got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Which are you leaning towards as your primary platform, and which do you feel is probably the best for the Grassroots Football Club?
I would say they're all equally important, simply because you've got different people you've got different age demographics almost.
Yeah.
On Facebook, you've got an older demographic. On Instagram, you've got a younger demographic. On TikTok, you've got a mix, but primarily a younger demographic. That is changing. Because more people are realising that TikTok isn't just stupid dances, silly dances. And actually it's got one of the strongest algorithms out of all of them. So if you start looking at grassroots football, it's going to show you more and more and more. The other algorithms are catching up, but as far as I'm aware and from my experience, TikTok has got a much more targeted algorithm. That's not to say just post on TikTok. I would say probably Instagram right now would be the best one. If you were to pick
as
one,
an overarching.
Yeah. But then don't forget, you can link your Instagram to your Facebook page.
Yes.
So whatever you post on Instagram can be fed through to your Facebook page and vice versa.
I think also there's that, and then one links to another platform and so on and so forth. Done it now. They're connecting all through Metaverse. And
Meta own Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
You've also got, I think Google Business is something that's quite overlooked as well.
Okay. Yeah.
So football clubs, they take money. You've got subs.
Yeah.
It's a business.
Yes.
It's massive. Google Business, for any sort of business that takes, or any sort of brand that takes money, really should be on Google Business. As another social media, you can add posts, photos, you can add videos, get it all up there. Because that's, you think, where do people search for things? They search on Google. Google is Google Business.
I think that's a really interesting sort of point, and I think we've spoken about this in previous podcasts. It's that point where like it's a vacuum cleaner, but everyone calls it Hoover, which is a brand. Mm-hmm. We all do an internet search, but everyone says we're going to Google it. Yeah. I think the ultimate goal for any football club is that you don't sort of say I'm going to football, I'm going to Village United or whatever it might be. You take that collective out and change it for that specific brand. Mm-hmm. And obviously trying to get that brand as that first thing you think of is the ultimate goal for any marketing. When it comes to a grassroots football team, if you, in the position you had, were able to offer any final sort of key must do, what would that be?
So, get your name, address and phone number exactly right on all of the platforms, across all of them, because Google looks at those three things, NAP and name, address and phone number, as a key trust indicator. And if you've got a different phone number on your Facebook page than you have on, say, your Google business page, then they'll be like, oh, this is a bit, might not show that as much from a trust point of view.
Ideal.
So that's probably one thing I would say, because as you said,
that's standardisation, isn't it?
It's a standardisation and keeping that consistent through, and that's what Google wants to see. There's a massive push towards basically the EEAT, which is experience. I'm going to get it wrong now. And Matt Roberts going to watch this.
No pressure on getting this algorithm right, but go on.
Expertise, experience, authority, and trust. EEAT. So as long as you can target all those things in A, your posts, and B, keeping it consistent throughout all of your sort of marketing, as it were, then you'll be on the money.
Ideal. Look, Justin, thank you so much for taking the time to come talk to us. If you want to speak to Justin any more about this, obviously check him out. Impact 2020, he is the man locally. He's a legend. Check him out. He will help you. He's helped local football clubs do exactly what we're doing here. So have a word with him, see what he can do for you and what he can do for your brand.
Thank you for listening to Sliced and Diced. Don't forget to subscribe in your favourite podcast app and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more grassroots footballing stories. And be sure to tune in Saturday afternoon to our sports show on Sedgemoor FM, your home for local football. See you next time.